Hello, Leo. How we doing, my beautiful lions? Let's see what is going on with you. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights. We are going to do a 5-card draw. So the first card is your situation. Second card, the influence of that situation. Third card, peekaboo, what's hidden in the situation. Fourth card would be your advice, and fifth card will be the outcome. Let's go. Takes my whole life. I'll make it talk to you, 'cause I've been so cruel, giving your love to me in spite of everything I don't deserve. Ooh, you got the Star, some healing. Then we have the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. What are we healing from? We're going to clarify this situation. It could be healing, but it can also be wish fulfilling. But the reason why I say healing too, you have the Page of Cups as the influence of it. And Page of Cups usually comes with like an apology, something of very sentimental value. It can be something in the form of, like I said, apology, someone crushing on you as well. But when you have the Star and the Page of Cups, this could be like a childhood desire coming to fruition as well. So we're going to clarify the Star. What does that have? 3, 7, 8. I like that 8 stars. Which is so funny because isn't you the 8? Yes, you are. Strength is the 8th card, and the flip side to the 8th card is actually the Star. Y'all, she just be sitting here with her stuff all out. What a dream. What a dream. All right, clarify the Star. That's the only thing I get mad about when I think about, there's a lot in the biblical text. The one thing that ticked me off is the clothing part. Telling me I could have been walking around here free. Okay, so you have the 7 of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. Okay, so Leo, you could have somebody that is blocked. Not only is it somebody that's blocked, I feel like you're blocking yourself. Honey, you need some lotion for your hands? Okay. Not only is it, forgive me, not only is it that you have someone blocked, but it cannot be a person. It could be a behavior. You could be, throwing that thing around, and not in a negative way. Just you could be calming down with the promiscuous, like really reflecting on your behavior. Kind of what came to mind is Carrie Hilson and Maya, the two singers. Those are two Sagittariuses that went into celibacy. That's the first thing that popped in my mind when I saw the 7 of Wands and the Page of Wands. So you could be somebody that's trying to settle down now, being more meaningful with your movements, actually taking your sexual exchanges a lot more seriously. Not saying that you didn't before, but you realize it carries more value holding on to it than just throwing it out like Gasparilla necklaces. The beads. So yeah, there's been some growth. You've had some growth in this situation. When you got the Hierophant and the Star together, that's what it represents. You gained some wisdom. And it's not necessarily a wisdom that you asked for, but it's one that you needed. All right. Then we have, to me, yeah, I call that an ancestry wink. Page of Cups, yeah. Excuse me. Bottom of the deck is the World. So like I said, it's a behavior that you're cutting out. You're not doing anymore. High Priestess is here too. Ooh, heavy. You coming through with pressure, baby. What just flipped is Justice. But here we go. Let's get your peekaboo. Mary, did you know your baby boy will one day walk on water? Who is this? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords come through. She talked. That song is heavy. Four of Swords. Ooh, you are healing. Four of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. When you got the Queen of Swords here, especially in the peekaboo, these are things that have not been said but need to be said. So this could be something that's brewing under the surface for you. It could be somebody you had a situation with that it was hanky panky, and you're cutting it off now because now you're desiring more. You understand your worth, your value. And because your mind has increased, you also want to increase the value of, you know, the punani or dangling. I don't know if you say dangling, whatever. But that's what it is. And I don't think it's necessarily something that you have yet communicated, or if you did communicate it, it could have came off very harshly to the other person. And it's caused some healing. There's some kind of rift. Somebody, I mean, you could be also using that thing as a weapon against someone else from them saying something to you or making you feel some type of way and cutting them off, because it did just make me think about Taylor from Mormon Wives. And that's always her and Dakota's thing, back and forth, you know. Her, you know, playing mind manipulative games, saying one thing but acting like, you know, requiring another thing. And he just around here slanging it. He got one life to live, baby. He living it. Okay. Anyways, let's look at your advice. Of course my phone would be dying. Why not? Dang, you really want to come out. Advice, Four of Wands. Focus on the big picture. What's the money win? What's the money gain? And I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about the ultimate win. You want a family. Leo is family oriented. You want a family. You want something to stand for, and a dynamic, a power dynamic. That's what it's giving me. So your advice is just focus on your family. I mean, you could have a family and be, you know, I love his trust. I might as well take a gun and put it to his head. Get it over with. I don't want to do this anymore. That was bad. But let me tell you something. That's unfaithful. It's Rihanna. It's a Rihanna song. Here we go. Let's look at your outcome. I didn't feel compelled to shuffle, so I didn't. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is about it and somebody ain't about it. Let me tell you something. The outcome, with it being the Three of Pentacles, it is you will come to common grounds with someone. You will work together in understanding. This could be somebody that you work with and you're just like, hey, I just want to focus on our friendship, or just focus on work and not really mess that up, and they be in alignment with you. So things is turning out in your favor that way, but nothing can happen if you don't say it. And sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So be mindful of how you speak. All right? And don't talk too much. Too much, never too much, never too much. That's a lie. You can't say too much. The more you talk, the more people really start to like cancel your voice out. So, you know, you want to be mindful of the words that you choose and speak heavy, but in a minimalistic way. You understand what I'm saying? All right, baby. Oh. That is what I got for you, Leo. That is what I got for you. So overall, it is looking good. I mean, that Eight of Wands with that expansion, you have Eight of Wands, the Emperor, and who? Page of Swords is here. Also with the King of Wands under him. This could be with your spouse. Yeah. It could be a problem in that area with your spouse. Things are going to work out, but that's what I got. Yeah. My phone's telling me 10%. Okay, that is what I got for you, Leo. If this video resonated with you, give your girl a like. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I love to have you. It'd be a delight to have you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.